Hey everyone, Cypher here, and originally this video was meant to be an updated server review I should say, for a server I did a while back for the gaming group known as ADK Gaming. However, recent events and a whole bunch of problems have changed this over into a call to action slash, basically, yeah, that's what it is. It's a call to action, get off your ass, do some work, commentary to ADK, and this is particularly directed to the higher up admins of ADK, because some information I have been given through while gaming have make me make this decision, and it's kind of sad I have to go this route because the general server review would have been quite positive in a way, but this unfortunately outweighed it like 80 to 20%. It's like big difference now. But anyways, the problem I'm talking about is people, or I should say really gamers, that are abusing their very, very high pings, particularly pings that are around 170 and above. And especially when they get up to close to 300 range. It's when it gets really bad. Now, I notice a lot of these gamers that do have that, say, 170 range up ping are from usually Brazil, Chile, Argentina, occasionally Colombia. So very much you got some of the South American nations. You got some from the Asia region, being China, Taiwan, Hong Kong. Some from Indonesia, Japan, Australia. And on occasion, I think we had one time, a long time ago, we had a player that was from Russia, and I was like going, damn, that's impressive. And you're literally halfway around the freaking world, or actually halfway around the world, over, like, on the other side of the world. But anyways, these people were playing, and I'm like, okay, and you would get killed behind cover. I'm like, alright, fine, that's because of the ping. It wasn't that big of a deal until the fall update, which previously the update that came before then, or at least two maybe before then, honestly, it wasn't as bad being killed behind covers because it wouldn't happen as often. Since the patch, and maybe it's the patch's problem, or maybe the servers have not gotten an update, I don't really know. But since then, it's been bad. I mean, it's getting really bad that a lot of gamers that I've gamed up with on all of your servers, particularly the Team Deathmatch one, your Second Assault, Standard Conquest one, and then the No Explosive Operation Metro Conquest servers, I would have practically have said, hey, this is a bunch of bullshit, why are you guys playing on here? And they're really getting frustrated, and actually getting to a point that literally, if you go to battle log, and this I've actually found this out recently from one person, actually, I looked at the forum about this, the thread, and they said, yeah, players that have these pings are they're getting too much of a free pass, special treatments from a lot of servers, particularly if they're coming from the Asia and South American areas. It seems like they're really the ones getting protected, and maybe that's true. Yes, you can't blame them, because you don't know what type of internet they have. They may have basic internet, or they do have a high-speed internet, but for some reason it's not getting as high speed to them, but to us it seems a bit slower. I don't know. Or maybe they're playing on in an internet cafe or an apartment or sharing the internet. It could be a variety of things that could be complaining, or I should say complain, but could mess it up their ping so much that it causes them to have a high ping. That's possible, but nonetheless, it's not fair by any means, because you literally can run behind, say you run Operation Dawnbreaker. You duck behind a block of those indestructible sand blocks, whatever they are, the barricades. You're like, okay, I'm hiding behind cover, I'm was just taking it under fire, regain my focus, get out of suppression. Next thing, boom, you get killed by an M9 pistol from the other side of these barricades. You look at the person's ping. Oh look, it's 220. Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit right there. And I've actually watched people, like, spectated them, and I see it, like, yeah, that delay they have is not fair, because on my screen I'm behind cover, but on their screen I'm so bad there because their problem is that whole latency deal. Yes, I know it's a blame towards DICE and the netcode, but nonetheless, your guys' servers are also to blame. And it's because you're giving a lot of these high pingers a free pass, like I said. Now, one thing, it kind of makes me question, and I've actually even mentioned this to one of your admins about this, and they said, like, it's not our fault, it's our higher management's problems, they thought this would be a good idea, and they have not done anything about it since then. Which is, hey, let's have a ping setting, limit set at 300. Why 300? I want to know why. Because if you go to URock servers, their ping setting is locked at 150, and they run their servers very efficiently. I mean, you get a person that goes up to that 150 mark, you don't really notice they have a major problem. If you do, it's okay, that momentary delay, but it's not as bad. But once you get to the upper levels, it becomes abusive, and it becomes, actually to a degree, is cheating. Alright? It is legitimate cheating, and unfortunately you guys are not doing anything about it. You obviously are going after the hackers and the cheaters and idiots that basically you're like, oh, that person's been banned, they should not be playing on here, was banned right now. Alright, cool. But you're not doing anything for the pingers, and that's not cool. And like I said, I'm not the one that complained about it, even though I have stated that these facts do other gamers that complained about it. It seems it's not getting through to you guys in the upper management levels. Now, I've talked to one of your admins on an Operation Conquest, the Operation Metro server, about, I want to say a month ago. Yeah, about a month ago. And they stated that in admin meetings, it has been brought up about the ping problem, but yet the response from you guys in the upper management has, it's not a major priority right now, not many people are complaining about it on our forums, so thus we're not going to do any action against this at the time until we get enough of evidence that shows, oh, this is a major problem, we need to do something about that. And that's sad that non-ADK members have to join your forum, which is understandable, just to complain about a problem that you should be dealing on your own, from hearing from your own members that play in it and are hearing this. Alright, I'm not sure they speak this at your community meetings or not, but if they are and you're still not listening, then obviously there's a problem with you in the upper management not doing your jobs as bosses, leaders of the group. Alright, I can understand it's stressful to run a server. I understand that. I hear it from my group I'm part of, being Havoc. Alright. Starting a server is very stressful, understandable. But when you run a server pretty much like it's half full, you're not doing your job. You're pretty much going like, oh, yeah, it's doing fine. It's no big deal. Alright. No, it's not a big deal. It's not that. It is a big deal, I should say. Because that's not right. You're pretty much just not giving a care in the world. And if that's the case, you should pass the baton on to someone who actually does give a care in the world about running the server very efficiently and keeping it active for all gamers, because there's people I've actually talked to that actually, they're part of my Havoc group. They came into the server one time and saw how the crap was going on. They actually commented me back through a message to Origin and said, like, why the hell is this going on? And I'm going like, it's because the admins are not doing their jobs and they're not running it efficiently. And they're going like, well, that's a bunch of bullshit that needs to be fixed. And I'm like, you're darn right, it needs to. So that's why I said, as this call to action, you guys, the upper management, need to figure out a solution, either by getting an update to the server or update to your plugins, or want to fix this problem. Because as long as the high pingers get a free pass in your server, many people are going to get frustrated just because of that element. On top of that being, either be from sniper rifles or the UCAVs or C4, whatever it is, when you get people that are doing that, it's not fair by any means with the high pingers, I should say. Alright, everything else is that's just gameplay mechanics. You just can't deal with about that. That's something just you complain to DICE or EA about. You guys have to fix the servers. Alright? Because I played on CTE servers, and I've seen people that have 150 pings and above, and you can tell the difference from there, and there's no plugin settings or anything. It just, here's our settings, how we're going to run our servers, let it roll. Test out the stuff for us, guys. That's all they're doing. You guys have pretty much, here you go, bing bada boom, but yet your ping limit setting is probably where the more is to blame. And also, on a side note, this may be brought up to you guys probably by now from your members, but if I were you guys, I would shut down your team deathmatch server, the 300 ticket one, if that's the only one you got. Shut it down and remove Longshan Dam server, or the map I should say, because the fact of the matter is that it has become glitchy. I mean, you get the rubber banding going on, and think that's due to the fact of the patch. So I think until the patch gets, we get a new patch or something, I would definitely suggest you pull that out because that has become a problem. Or you can simply just take it out of the map rotate, like voting system or something that basically don't allow people to play on anymore. Because like I said, it's glitchy. It's not it is a problem, and I think DICE is probably getting an earful about that. But who knows? But either ways, ADK. Like I said, if you listen to this whole thing, I want to say definitely a big thank you for doing so, because this is a problem that needs to be seriously addressed by any means. And if you want to talk to me by any means, send me a message, call me up on TeamSpeak or on the comm centers on Badlog or something that we can do a chat or something, or to do some kind of messaging system that basically so we can understand each other. I understand you guys want to run a really cool gaming group. That's really cool and dandy, but when you're running a server quite half efficiently, that makes you look like, oh, this is a gaming group that doesn't give a freaking care in the world. They just basically, oh, we're just so cool and everything, but we don't run a server like, who we want it to be. It's basically almost like running a business. Best way to describe it. If your products are shit, then the company's shit, and your product is being your server. So thus in return, the gaming group being your company is shit. Plain and simple. So, like I said, leave a message, leave a comments, whatever, and come on, ADK, fix the server, guys. I know you guys can do it. You have it in. You really have to push the effort for it now because it's a problem.